Geminis, welcome. We are here to do just a quick mini read today for September 19th through the 22nd. This is just a quick energy check-in. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for continuing to be supportive of my channel. Okay, we do have your main energy here is the Hangman, which in this deck is called the Sacrifice card. So there's something you're kind of going within to figure out. A lot of times with the Hangman, it does require a sacrifice of some kind. Let's see what we got going on during this time. Probably, I feel like I'm getting the sense that you're contemplating something, trying to figure something out. Oh, the Rebirth card, which is the Judgment card, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. For some of you, there could have been a third-party situation that caused a lot of hurt and grief, and you have to let go of your past and move on. But that's not for everybody, okay? The Rebirth card is actually one of my favorite cards. It talks a lot about letting go of the past and moving into your life's purpose, kind of like being reborn into a place you should be. But it's like shedding of some of the past here. You have the Two of Discs. Some kind of something you're trying to figure out how to balance out here. On the deck, you had Ten of Swords. Again, a painful ending to something. But with that Rebirth card here, I'm not surprised to see that in this Five of Cups. But then you have the Ten of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, reward, happiness, self-imposed imprisonment in your own mind, causing suffering. Follow your intuition during this time. And it seems like you will find your direction. Okay, let's see what's going on. We're going to use this deck. Geminis, Hangman. Thank you. Okay. Gemini. And one of your own energies here. Yeah, you're just in Hangman mode right now. You're kind of going within. You're kind of in suspense, like you're not sure what to do about something. I can feel that there's like this contemplation on what do I do, what do I do, what do I do. But you're in your own energy, so you're going to make the King of Swords. He's very decisive, but he wants a plan. He needs to know what's going on in order to make those decisions. And I feel like that's why you're kind of pulling away, going within, is to figure that out. Figure it out. What decisions do I want to make? What is the best course of action during this time? Judgment card, please. Rebirth. Okay, so you're heading out towards a new journey here. Yeah, and that's not surprising to see with the Judgment card that you have the Knight of Swords, another one of your own energies, and the Fool card, okay? So once you're able to let the past go or figure this out, you're going to start heading, the Knight of Swords is pretty fast movement. He's not a slow moving knight, okay? He's quite quick, and he heads towards lifestyle changes, and I feel like it's just saying you're heading right into your path, onto this new journey that you should be on, because that's where the Judgment card brings us. So this is, so far, is great. Five of Cups, please. Five of Cups. And before we get to this Three of Cups, because I am getting for some of you, there could be a third-party situation. I'm also getting for some of you, this could be part of your social circle or friend group that's causing this loss and grief. But do not assume that there's a third-party situation if that doesn't apply to you. If you have no concrete evidence, that is not for you, okay? You will know if you're in that situation because you've already been hurt by it, okay? So, just remember also with the Five of Cups, we can focus in on this loss and grief and forget about the things that we already have. And it looks like that's what you want to head towards, is the cups that are full, not the ones spilled over. So don't get lost under the illusion of the moon and focus in on this grief and loss when a new journey is about to unfold for you, okay? Five of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, see, so this loss and grief is heading you to, that's what I'm saying, okay? There's something you've been through. You've gone through something. It hurt you pretty deeply, okay? It's caused you to go within. It's caused you to try to figure things out. But this loss and grief, ultimately, this rebirthing is causing you to build your legacy here on earth, your family, your abundance, building the life that you want, the things that you want to leave behind. So that's great. And the loss and grief could have come from family. or someone you consider family. But I feel like it's leading you to building a family is what I'm really feeling off of it. 3 of Cups, please. 3 of Cups, Gemini. The World. This is a completion to a lesson or goal for you of some kind on something. I want another card on this. I feel like there's more to this situation. 3 of Cups, the World. The 8 of Cups, whatever you had to walk, whatever you're healing from, okay? The 8 of Cups is actually a healing card, all right? It talks about either healing from past abandonment, so holding on to abandonment wounds, all right? Or it talks about choosing to walk away from a situation that's been hurting you. So whatever has been hurting you, or whatever healing you've needed to do because of abandonment, whether that's family or friends, okay? For some, it could be different for different ones of you, all right? This is the completion to that lesson or goal, and there'll be a time of celebration with the people that are still in your circle. I feel like there's those 3 cups. Here's these 3 cups. They're the ones still standing. These are the ones still standing. Even though you've had some loss and grief, and there's 2 cups knocked over, there's 3 still there, okay? So maybe you're walking away from this loss and grief, okay? Maybe it's time to let it go. And that's part of this judgment here, is letting go of the past, and, you know, really waking up to your life's purpose. And that's whatever these cups are full of for you, okay? 2 of Discs. You're working very hard on your skills, but you're trying to decide what to do with them. And this might be more career focused here. Because of this 5 of Cups, whatever hurt you. Some of you may choose to start focusing more on career, okay, during this time, and building your abundance and focusing in on your skills and trying to figure out, how do I balance this? What do I do? Making the choices that you need to make to create that abundant lifestyle that you're desiring. But it could have something to do with this loss and grief has shown you what you need to build, what skills you need to work on. It doesn't necessarily have to be about abundance. It could be about family or friends, okay? And it could be different for each of you. But it does seem like you're looking for abundance. And abundance doesn't always mean money. Abundance can mean abundance of love. It can be abundance of, you know, skills, or it can mean different things for different people. But it does look like you're working very hard on those skills and trying to balance something out, because I think because you don't want to feel that hurt and pain again. I feel like it's because that's the lesson that's been learned, is on that loss, that grief, that regret, okay, that you're choosing to walk away from. Now you're rebuilding is kind of what it feels like you're rebuilding now, because you don't want to do that again. You're focusing in on that cup instead. There could be new messages coming in on love, but I feel like it's saying you need to reflect on your emotions here. And any toxic energies, this is the devil, so there's some kind of challenge that you're overcoming, which we can see right here as your main energy. You're going within to try to figure it out, okay? But this is a turning point, and something's going to come to an end. There's going to be a time of confusion, of not knowing what's in your cups, what cups are good for you, what cups are not, and, you know, which ones you want to keep, which ones you're going to actually commit to, and which ones you need to let go of. You're taking bold movement, again, possibly towards independent solo pursuits or towards abundance, okay? And your wishes are going to start coming true. You just got to have the courage to reach that time of reward and happiness. And again, with that family card, you can see kind of both indicate, you know, a happy, abundant life, okay? So it's like you're heading to good places. Let's go ahead and get you some oracle cards. And then we'll do best actions, and then we'll do animal advice. The thinking woman, yeah, and you can see that here with that King of Swords and the Hangman. That's the same thing here. You're doing the thinking. You're putting the energy towards finding the answers for yourself. Adjacent possibilities. And yeah, I can see that. You're trying to figure out what, like I was saying, you're trying to figure out what direction to go. Like, you have all these different, you know, ways you could go, but what decisions do you make on where you want to go? How do you want to handle this? You know, there's lots of ways you could. Which one are you going to choose? Envy. So there might be some envy involved in this. Either you could be feeling envious or jealous, or someone else could be, and that could be causing some of this issue, or what caused that hurt and grief, I feel like, in the past, okay? All right, let's see. Self-reliance. And some of you may be too self-reliant, and others of you may need to learn to rely on yourself a little bit more. But I am pulling more that some of you may be too self-reliant. And maybe that's part of that healing and rebirthing, is learning how to allow yourself to trust and rely on somebody else. Quiet time. Again, we see that with the Hangman. You need that time to think and contemplate. Kick it up your heels. Maybe have a little fun during this time, okay? Don't get too lost in all this and not remember to have a little fun. And we're going to do best actions for you to take. Best actions for Gemini, please. Best actions. The Queen of Cups with the Four of Cups. Emotionally, you've been feeling very unfulfilled. Like you want to give your cup. You want to give that cup of love. You want to get that cup of love. But there's an unfulfillment or a dissatisfaction with something, okay? So as an action card, that's telling you, you know, to give your cup of love in a way that makes you feel fulfilled, okay? Make sure you're not getting caught up in something that's not fulfilling for you. Knight of Swords, move towards lifestyle changes. So give your cup, you know, take the cups. And I feel like that has something to do with this, you know, some of these other cards that have come out, this first set here that came out together. I feel like you want to give that cup, but you're not sure where to give it, okay? So I guess the answer to that is on the things that make you feel fulfilled, and the things that don't make you feel fulfilled, maybe it's time to pull your energy away from that and move towards those lifestyle changes. The World. This is a completion to a lesson or goal. It's time to complete this lesson or goal, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do an animal advice card, and then we'll close out this reading. Animal advice for Geminis, please. Gemini. Oh, you're getting 2 of them today. Moose, wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of contemplation going on for you right now, okay? So use your inner wisdom for that, which I do feel like that's the whole point of this time for you. Pronghorn, action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And I feel like that's when we get over here. So I feel like this is kind of this part where I said things kind of change over here, all right? And you start looking towards, you know, mastering skills. I feel like that's where this action comes into play, is over here, okay? Geminis, thank you so much for being here with me today. It's been a pleasure to do this reading for you. It's always great to read for your sign. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. It really does help my channel out a lot, and it helps the message get to more people. And until we meet again.